Okay, it's just a short video of some of my collection. So that's just some of the Kotobukiya figures. Just a couple of helmets, sideshow. Just a Bandai model. Sideshow Stormtrooper. It's a Code 3 TIE Bomb, Darth Vader's fighter. Another sideshow. Just a couple of Bandai. And their sideshows. And Gentle Giant, Chewbacca. And that's some of the newer Gentle Giants. More sideshow. Some Gentle Giant bus. And back here on this side is just more Kotobukiya figures. I just made the backgrounds and put them in myself, so I've got to redo that one. That's just some of the 6-inch TIE fighters which came out a few years ago. Black Series Snowspeeder. That's a D'Agostini Millennium Falcon. So it all lights up, as you can see, coming down. And it all lights up everywhere underneath. For anyone that hasn't seen them, I added in a lot of extra lighting and a lot of extra add-ons, landing gears, and the rear of it as well. All the cockpits, a new cockpit. I don't know if you can zoom in there or not. So I'm trying to go through some perspex, but that's just the cockpit as well. It does light up, just doesn't show very well on this. And then the interior, that's all extra add-ons as well for the cockpit. reflections, so down here just some extra models and some Saga stuff and whatever. Sorry about the reflections. And it's just a sideshow fiberglass bust from Vader. Some helmets from Agostini. Some models from trilogies. I'll have to redo that one. It's not how I want it. This one's a model I've had a lot of requests about, which is just a Hoth diorama I made. They're all Bandai models, 1/44 scale. So those three are all that. So it's just getting reflections. 80 AT-ATs and AT-STs and that in there. Some snow speeders flying around. I got the ion cannon off eBay for that scale. I just made all the rest of it from foam and powders and snow, fake snow. So you can get a decent view down there. So it's just up into the trenches of the rebel, so it might be a bit blurry. But basically it's tiny little soldiers which I had to paint under microscope. A lot of work. And the soldiers I got off someone on Shapeways, along with a lot of little miniatures there. Now if you come back, so basically what I've done is I've just cut out all of the side here to be the interior of the base. It's all soldiers, of course. They're actually German snow troopers, but they actually look like stormtroopers when you paint them up, so they worked well. And the others are just Allied soldiers, which actually look like rebel troopers. So just made a lot of the bits and pieces in there. All the little computer things and everything, I just made them from junk and pieces I had left. I don't know how well you can see in there. So it's just battle scenes there. Just a little storage room. And that's just the medical centre, the Bacta tank. And that's just the opening which comes out the other side under the mountain, which comes out the other side under the mountain there. And so that section just goes around into the hangar bay, which is this section in here. Just move this out of the way. And yes, I know the Millennium Falcon's got the wrong dish, but that was all that was out at the time I made it. They didn't have the older dish. And it's just snow speeders, X-Wings. So yeah, that's inside that one. Okay, so basically, if I go back here, so you've got just, whoops, newer figures are all along there. And these are just all the Jamal Giant 12-inch figures, and all the new range of those ones along here. So I've got those hanging up all along there as well, and on the other side here, all of them along there, as you can see. And they're just all new arranged figures, solo episode ones are all along there. Up the top, these are just again of the Agostini ships. All through there, I've got all those. Come back onto here. So on the wall, on this side of it, is just all of the 6-inch Black Series. All the newer range, of course, as you can see. And the older red ones and the blues up there as well. That's all that. All the archive series. It's 3 3/4-inch Black Series. Some of the old sagas. And that's the old Hasbro Falcon, of course, which a lot of people seem to like. That's probably the oldest figure I've got, the original Luke. I've got others all packaged inside. I don't have vintage figures out here, they're all inside, and with lightsabers and things like that all inside. Some of the old sideshows. And of course we've got this one, which everybody likes. So, Razor Crest, which I guess about 15,000 people have got. So, I'll go this side. So, some more here. Some of the older Gentle Giant stuff, Hot Toys. More Gentle Giants. Attacks, I think it's called from memory. Small Kodo Bekias. And they're just some of the old comic packs. People will hate this, but I got all of these comic packs for $2 each. So that was a good deal. So I've got Code 3. More Gentle Giant stuff there. Just some of the old 12-inch stuff from Sideshow in there. I have to fix those up, it's a bit of a mess. Again, Sideshows. Kodo Bekias. More Sideshows. Oops, sorry, we'll go. So those are some of the 12-inch stuff from Gentle Giant again. More of them. And on this side it's just more of the 12-inch Gentle Giants across over there. So, and up here, if I can get it in the picture, oh, wrong way. That's just another wall of different lines across there. I think there's about 2,000 figures hanging up. I haven't got enough room for all of them, so I've got about 2,000 all on the walls hanging up. So that's just all the different lines, of course. Blue Sagas, retros, vintage collections. It's all the anniversary 6-inch stuff all along there. More of the Black Series. You got trilogies all on top. I won't show all the figures, it's too long, but you get an idea of what it's like. And that just continues around over there and around the wall over that side. Same sort of lines up there. And then I just added on a couple of extra shelves. This side's just all 30th. Come around the other side, it's more. So more 30ths. On the other side it's some of the legacies. And then you've just got the sagas on this side. And more sagas. And same again, more sagas. So I've pretty much got all the figures from all of these lines. Then if you turn around, it's just a cabinet with more ones, just some of the clone lines, rebel lines, and just some of the older packages from sagas and 30ths and legacies. I still think the 30th is the best line ever made, but yeah, that's my opinion. Best variety ever. And it's back into Revenge of the Sith line. Some of the 6-inch versions of stuff. A 12-inch, sorry. And now if you come across to this line, onto here, it's just more mixed versions, some of the Black Series exclusives and some of the older lines. And then if you just go over here, this is just older lines, Power of the Jedi, Power of the Force in this section. More D'Agostini ships. And over here is just some dioramas I made, which some of you may have seen before, which is just Jabba's palace. So it's taking up a lot of room. I need to sell it to make some room. That's basically it in there. Oh, I can't get in there, but that's the droid part of it. It's the dungeon section, of course. And of course that comes up to the dungeon section, up into the chamber, which is here. So that's basically looking up towards carbonite. And that's just up the stairs. So there's actually a section which goes in here to fill in the wall section. I've just got it taken out at the moment. So you get an idea. If I can get in there. That's looking through there. And that's just a made up scene. It's not really anything exact. It's just a jumble of stuff. Docking Bay 94. So I've got to redo all the backing posters, of course, because they've all faded for some reason. Yeah, you get a line. That's about the only scene that I did to scale, which was the cantina. Not great, but nah, it'll do. So yeah, so that's some of the collection for people that wanted to see a video of it. That's just a quick look anyway of what I've got here in the garage. So I hope you like it.